Honor to each and every one of you, family, for real. This show here, I hope y'all pass it around. I hope y'all share it around, because this show here, you're going to see some things that you most likely have not seen before. You're going to see, most of y'all are going to see some documentation that you may not have seen before. Let me tell you what I got here. I got newspaper clippings. I got historical accounts of what it means to be a Moorish American, what it means to be a follower or a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America under the leadership of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Family, this here will even shake up those who think they know Moorish science as it relates to the temple of the Moorish Science Temple of America. What I'm talking about, this will even shake up some of the membership. That's right. This will even shake up some of the membership. So listen. It was a few weeks ago we did a show and we talked about the brother Taj and us having a conversation together. And within that conversation, I was looking at the rebuttal, and it seems like there were no rebuttal that was concrete enough for me to even deal with that situation anymore. So I took the advice from one of the people inside of the chat. It was a sister, I forget her name, but she says, why don't you just use the clean glass? So I said, for this show, that's what I'll do. I'll simply use the clean glass. I'll put the clean glass next to the dirty glass, and we'll see what happens. So tonight, what I'm going to do is I am going to put the clean glass up. If you're ready for the clean glass, then it's about to come. Because family, listen, right now, I don't care. At this point, I'm in a lane by myself when it comes to social media or YouTube talking about the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. That's right, I said it. This is not an arrogant or ego thing. I know for a fact that most people don't have a clear understanding of what it is to be a Moorish American and a follower of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I know that for a fact. Now, but what we can do is we can work together and get to the truth. We can do that. Now, we can bring my facts to the table. You can bring your facts to the table, and we can have a discussion. But if you don't want the truth because you have been knee deep in this lie that you've been living for so long, then hey, that's something that you and your soul got to deal with. But I'm going to roll with the truth. You know what I mean? I'm going to do my thing. You know what I mean? He said, Islam, you do be in the street. So here we go, family. Watch this. Root words. Let me show you something, brother. Tonight, I'm going to show you something. And I'm going to try to paint this picture of what it was like rolling with the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So that's why I call this Prophet Noble Drew Ali Unleashed, the clean glass. I'm going to do my best to use historical accounts to paint the picture as to what it is to roll with Prophet Noble Drew Ali. This shirt I got on, it's been provided to me by my brother, my friends over there at Turtle Gang NYC. That's right. And if you like the shirt, the link is underneath. That's right. It's right there on the bottom. Turtle Gang NYC shop. Get yourself one. And understand what this means. You know what I mean? This that war paint that, hey, I'm going to let my brother Turtle Gang, when I bring him on here, I'm going to let him tell you what it's all about. It's that five, y'all know about that? This is how we do it. This is how we do it. So anyway, family, shout out to Turtle Gang. Me and the brother got something big that we're going to be announcing soon. If y'all not familiar with Turtle Gang NYC, they are the brothers. That's the brother that produced, him and his family produced the documentary about the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So we're going to have some announcements on that soon. It's going to be big, family. Y'all think Hidden Colors was something. I'm going to leave that alone right now. But family, let's get straight to it, family. First of all, the one thing I will always do is to combat the lies. One thing I will always do is combat the lies. The reason why I will combat the lies, because most people do not understand the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and it's very unfortunate. This goes in the temple and outside the temple and everything in between. So tonight, family, let me tell the brothers that call themselves Moorish nationals, family. I would hope that you pay attention to this. I would hope that you'll pay attention to this. Now, there's two things you're going to do once you watch this. You're either going to denounce and put your fares down, or you're going to tighten your fares up and fall in line. You know what I mean? Once you see this, you're going to do two things. And I ain't going to hold y'all up much longer. You're going to give two things. You're either going to take your fares off, drop your bail out, or you're going to tighten your fares up and fall in line. Or you just don't want the truth. But I'm going to give you some truth tonight. First of all, we're going to start right here, family. We're going to start with Black Law's Dictionary, because it seems like everybody wants to use Black Law's Dictionary. Matter of fact, I got an email and a text today where a brother asked me, what Black Law's Dictionary should he use? And I said to the brother, I said, the most current. So here we go. Black Law's Dictionary tells us about nationality. And why do I got the second edition? Why? It doesn't matter. I'm only going to use a couple clips concerning nationality. So let's see what Black Law's Dictionary say about nationality. What is nationality? That quality or character which arises from the fact of a person belonging to a nation or state. Remember, this is what our Moorish national brothers use as their Bible or Quran, or it appears that way. No pun intended. It just appears that way because they will run and quote to you Black Law's Dictionary back to back to back to back. However, nationality determines political status. This is what it's telling us. It determines political status. All right? Now let me get myself situated real quick. It determines political status of the individual, especially with reference to allegiance, while domicile determines his civil status. Nationality rise either by birth or naturalization. I hope y'all got that because it's going to be very important. Nationality arises by birth or naturalization. So, family, what we just did is we went to Black Law's Dictionary to define what we're talking about. Black Law's Dictionary has appeared to be the Bible of some of our brothers and sisters that choose to use that to qualify what their stand on. And so I just thought I'd use it just for a second. But here we go. Let's get the rolling. Next, let's go to the history. Okay, what you see right now is an editorial out of an old Moorish guide, 1927. And I'll leave it up so you can get a nice look at it. As we said a second ago, nationality, that quality of character which arises from a fact of a person belonging to a nation or state. Here's an article. Character. This is an editorial. Character is the sum total worthwhile of what man has after he has won all, and the sole thing he has left after he has lost all else. Now, this is a quote coming from J.P. Morgan. Now, but this is written by the Moors. I have the whole paper or article where this comes from, but this is just editorial. The greatest single power in finance in all the world at the time of his death once stated under oath that character is the only gauge of a man, or the only rule by which he can be gauged in business, and that physical assets are therefore secondary of importance. Character is power. The walls of character that a man builds will withstand the most merciless assaults that any man can direct at them. So again, Black Laws Dictionary. This is an article from the Moorish Guide, and we're talking about character. Nationality is that quality of character. So what I need to do is I want to try to define what we're talking about. When we're talking about nationality, we're talking about the quality of character, right? And so when you see somebody with bad character, foul language, talking crazy, we know that they can't, or really most likely are not a part of the construct of the Moorish American nationality or the nation of the, because it's a quality. Nationality, according to their definition, is the quality of character. How does a Moorish American act? How do a Moorish American conduct themselves? How do the group conduct themselves? That's just how it is, according to their definition. Let's go one step further now. But without their definition, let's deal with what they stand on, what our brothers and sisters stand on. They stand on a doctrine. Let's talk about that doctrine real quick. They stand on a doctrine that was founded, this was what they used to define everything. Henry Campbell Black. He was born October 17, 1860. Passed away on March 19, 1927. Was the son of John Henry Black, rector of Church of Christ. Now, the one that they use to define everything that they stand on is the rector of Christ, of Williamsport, PA, and Caroline Campbell Black. Caroline Campbell was the daughter of Francis C. and Jane Campbell, married on November 3rd, 1853, educated at Trinity College. Now, we know that Trinity represents Christianity, so this brother that uses this reference called the Black Laws Dictionary, or this sister that used this reference called the Black Laws Dictionary. First, let's look at the author. We have to look at the author because the author is going to determine the level of comprehension as it relates to the definitions. It is what it is. But he was educated at Trinity College, Hartford, Connecticut. He then went to Philadelphia. He was a lawyer and authored Black's Laws Dictionary. Now, first of all, they complain about the lawyer and say he's a part of the barrister, that he's not qualified to what they would say to execute law, yet they use one that is a lawyer who has authored the Black Laws Dictionary. Now, family, if that ain't a contradiction of terms or a contradiction of concepts, I don't know what is. First of all, they talk about this lawyer that I had on my show, Sister Shabazz, and they say, "Oh, she works for the bar, the British, and da 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 da." Yet the author of the Black Laws Dictionary that they use to qualify their position is a lawyer. Secondly, the edition that they like to use is followed up by Brian A. Garner. They like to use the deluxe version sometime. Another European that is going to define what they are going to tell you is law and standing on law. Now, mind you, fam, let me pause for a second. Mind you, our brothers and sisters are using this concept. They are using this concept that is a construct designed by Europeans to give you the definition of your situation. Now, listen, this is why this stuff is so flawed. But wait, I'm going to bring it to you 100%. Now, listen, I'm not saying don't use Black Laws Dictionary, but know for sure that it's just a dictionary. Here we go. Walk with me, family. I mean, I hope y'all share this. I hope y'all thumbs up, family, because this is going to be serious here. As we get the moving, it's going to be kind of serious. So when we start to make people come to the realization that you are qualifying everything that you're saying based on the construct or the concept of a European, yet you will call Taharka Bey a sellout. How am I the sellout? I'm only quoting Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I'm not even interpreting Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I'm only quoting, but you are taking a definition from a European, founded by a European, was in the church, carried on by a European, most likely in the church, and most likely have an agenda. But anyway, Black Law Dictionary is the most used law dictionary in the United States. Maybe that's why you use it. Oh, but you don't believe the United States. But anyway, it was founded by Henry Campbell Black, 1860-1927. It is a reference choice for legal terms and legal briefs and court opinions, and have been cited as a secondary legal authority in many U.S. Supreme Court cases. Notice that I highlighted a secondary legal authority. A secondary. If that's the case, hold up, wait a minute. What's the first? Well, the U.S. Supreme Court has appellate jurisdiction for any U.S. case and final say. Here is the first. So why is everybody quoting Black Law's dictionary and thinking that that is the standard of law when that is not the standard of law? It's a secondary. Let's read it one more time. Let's read it one more time. 1 second. It said, it is a reference choice for one. That's what you got to understand. It's a reference choice, right? Reference choice for legal terms and legal briefs and court opinions, and has been cited as a secondary authority. But it's only a reference. The final say goes to this. So no matter what you say, the law, Black Law's dictionary may say, this is the final say in this country. Say hi to the people that you look up to. There you go. There you go. Secondly, let's get to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali real quick. Y'all ready? Let's talk about some of the things that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali talked to the Moors about. Now, we're going to talk about this sister in this picture right here. If you can see this sister in this picture right here, her name is Juanita. Sister Juanita Richardson Bay was the secretary as well as the treasurer of the Young People's Moorish League. And let's see what the Moorish League was about. Matter of fact, before we see what the Moorish League up about right there, let's see what the young fellows, members of the Moorish Science Temple and the Moorish League was all about. It says, the time has come. This is an article from the Moorish Guide, 1927-28. The time has come when the young people of all Moorish Science Temples of America must prepare themselves to help carry on the work of the prophet. Ask ourselves, what work is that? Let me leave that up for a minute. Let me grab my phone. Hold on. So here I come, family. I'm back. So it said the time has come when the young people of all Moorish Science Temples of America must prepare themselves to help carry on the work of the prophet. What work is that? In the great Moorish movement, now and in the future. But what work is that? Is that work standing on law, as people like to claim that they're doing? What work exactly is that? That's the question that needs to be asked, and that's the question that will be answered right here tonight. What work is that? And it says the great Moorish work, right? I hope y'all can share this. I hope y'all paying attention, and I hope y'all have time because I'm about to go all the way in tonight. You know what I mean? I'm about to go all the way in tonight. It says that prepare themselves to help carry on the work of the prophet Noble Drew Ali. This is what the Moors was preparing children to do back in the day. And the great Moorish movement now and in the future, by our words and deeds, we must stand for the obligation of duty, the power of unity, the strength of constructive cooperation, the wisdom of thrift and economy, and the value of time in improving ourselves by greater attendance at day or in the evening, literary and trade schools. Literary and trade schools in the communities in which we live. Listen to this now. This is what the Moors was about then. But let's watch and see what the Moors are about now. Black Laws Dictionary, Standing on Law, and all of this madness. But anyway, let's look at what the Moors was about with the prophet. It goes on to say, nothing brings greater rewards of happiness than useful service in our chosen field of works. Useful service among the young men, women, boys, and girls of all Moorish science temples is the purpose of the Young People Moorish League. And we want all Moorish American children and young men and women up to the age of 30 years. See, I couldn't go there. I'm a little bit older than 30. You see, I couldn't go there. But up to the age of 30 years to join the league and help to make it the greatest organization of young people in the world. You see? So even the temples are falling short with this one. That's why the noble temples are building on it. Because even the temples are falling short. Where's the Moorish League at? Here we go. Join today. Join now, for there is no joining fee at this time, but there will be later. All that you have to do now is fill out the enclosed application, blank, and forward it with your first month dues. We building on finance here. First month dues, 25 cents to Miss Juanita Richardson. That's who you see right there in the picture right there. Miss Juanita Richardson sitting next to the prophet. It goes on to say, Miss Juanita Richardson, Secretary and Treasurer. And when we receive the same membership card and a booklet, and hold up, and when we receive the same membership card and a booklet explaining the work of the Young People's Moorish League and its rules and regulation will be sent to you. Remember, now here we go. Here we go. Remember that a charter will be granted to the young people of any Moorish science temple when they shall have a membership of 25. The prophet wasn't playing. Or more members. And the number of their Young People Moorish League shall be same as the temple of which they are members, meaning that the Young Members Business League, if you was of temple number 22, then you would be the Young Members People, Young People's Moorish League number 22. That's right. Don't put it off. Join now. Now, all of this stuff about law and standing on law, I got a lot of stuff I'm going to show you tonight. And I'm telling you, I challenge anybody to show me some historical accounts of all this crazy standing on law stuff. This was nation building time. You know what I mean? This is nation building time. Prophet Noble Drew Ali was about nation building time. And like I say, the temples have fallen short too. But this is why the noble temples are rolling on this degree. So here's the application of the Young People Moorish League. I know many of y'all haven't seen this before. I broke it in two due to the simple fact I wanted to be big and bold so you can see it. So it goes on to say, here's the application. You feel me? Here's the application. Listen to what it says. The Young People Moorish League, National Headquarters, Unity Hall, 3140 Indiana Avenue. Let me make sure it changed. Let me make sure it changed. I got to make sure it changed. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure it changed. I want to make sure y'all don't miss none of this. 3140 Indiana Avenue. Give me 1 second, family. I want to make sure I'm watching from another screen to make sure that we don't miss none of this. 3140 Indiana Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. Pearl Drew Ali, President. Juanita Richardson Bay, Secretary Treasurer. Now listen to what it say. Listen to what it say. Islam, I hereby make an application for membership in the Young People's Moorish League, which I understand is to promote the educational, economic, and social improvement of young men and women of the Moorish Science Temples of America. Family, y'all ain't seen this. I don't know what's going on out here in this Moorish world. I know what I'm working towards. But let's go on. Of the Moorish Science Temple of America, and I hereby pledge myself to comply with the rules and regulations. So the children that would join this, had to give some form of their confirmation that they're willing to move into a progressive space. So on the big part here, it goes on to say, they got the name, address, city, state, what school you attend, what trade or profession would you like to learn? This was nation building time. Now, I see root words say nation stand on law. Brother, we standing on productivity. We stand on productivity, and if the law come, we deal with them as they come. But we standing on productivity. Now, let's talk about productivity, okay? This is the Prophet Obadiah Ali receiving this is the Prophet Obadiah Ali receiving a correspondence from Representative William E. King. Pay attention to this, family, because these Moors like to try to act as if these Moorish Americans are on an island unto themselves when the Prophet told us that we must live in this society together and in harmony and friendship and goodwill by some measure. So this is somebody that's sending the Prophet Obadiah Ali. He's sending the Prophet Obadiah Ali a message on his birthday. Regret my duties in Springfield prevent me from being able to be present at your birthday celebration. Long live the Prophet and his teachings. That is Representative William E. King. He was a Republican. Here we go with another one. Now remember, these are politicians. That this William E. King was over there in the 3rd Ward, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I got this little map over here marked. Now here's another one. Senator A.H. Roberts, hearty congratulations on your birthday. May you have many more. That's a senator. Here's a senator talking to Prophet Obadiah Ali. Oh, it's going to hurt their feelings because they don't want to be involved and take their place in the affairs of men. But obviously, the Prophet Obadiah Ali had some form of relationship of correspondence with these professionals, i.e. politicians, civics. Moorish science civics is not the civics that you've been taught. That's just what it is. And now, here is A.H. Roberts. He's Asiatic. Don't get it twisted. He's a brother. I mean, listen to what it says. Roberts was born August 20, 1866 in Decatur, Michigan. He graduated from high school at 17 and became a teacher. He then chose to take PhD coursework at University of Michigan before attending Northwestern University School of Law. Why is everybody standing on law haven't been to law school? Because the support that this Asiatic showed to the Prophet, he went to law school, he stood on law. So if you say you know law, this European state of mind has got to go. This European state of mind has got to go. If you say you're standing on law, then this European state of mind got to go. Because here we see right here, he supported the prophet, and we got to surmise that he supported the prophet. Heck, he sent the prophet Noble Drew Ali birthday congratulations. But it goes on to say, School of Law. In 1895, he married Lula Wiley, with whom he would have 4 children. In 1918, Roberts was elected to the Illinois House of Representatives as a Republican. After the Chicago riots of 1990, Governor Frank Owen Loden appointed Roberts to Race Commission, created in response to the incident. He was appointed to the Illinois Senate in 1924 to fill the vacancy and elected to the Senate in 1926 and 1930. During this tenure, he was a resident of the Douglas community area. The Douglas community area is the area where you would see on them letters, and it would say, Douglas, telephone Douglas, 141 ton. Y'all remember that? I mean, just as my brother Hakeem said, Raphael said, Moors didn't stand on law, they was the law. I self-law master, and they had the law with them. That's right. They didn't have to. They was controlling the city. Here we go again. George Joseph Burke. I take great pleasure in congratulating you on your birthday, and I wish you many years of continued success, good health, and happiness. This was written to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, a judge. Yet, they say that the judge has no power. The judge is our enemy. Oh, I'm not trying to sell you out there, family. What I'm trying to show you is that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, in the words of my brother Sharif Anil Bey, he did not fight the power. He became the power. He became the power by the way of those who harness the power. How did he do that? When you got 3,000 people following you, you got 3,000 supporters, you got 3,000 supporters, they got to do what you tell them to do. You feel me? They got to do what you tell them to do. Now, here we go. So if we don't unite, we can stop playing this internet game. Because if we don't unite and use our numbers to harness the power, we bluffing. Now here go Mr. Judge Joseph Burke. Y'all see this? Take a look at that. Here's Judge Joseph Burke. This European is sending the prophet of correspondence. Judge Burke, the colonizer. Now, I'm not trying to get you to love the colonizer. I'm just only putting facts to the table that's been hidden from you. And I'm putting facts to the table that will allow you to make a real good decision of what it is. You see? You see? That's all I'm doing. Oh, you don't be mad at me. Be mad at the Prophet Noble Drew Ali for creating relationships for the betterment of our people. So it goes to say, this here, Judge Joseph Burke, this him right here, researching. I'm going to leave it up for a minute for you. We was a nation, and we are still a nation, but we're not moving like a nation. It goes on to say, Joseph Burke, March 2nd, 1888, January 31st, 1990, was the longest tenured judge in the history of the Illinois Appellate Court. Judge Burke was born in Claremorris County, Mayo, Ireland in 1888. Oh, he was a real colonizer. Check him out, though. Son of Patrick Burke. His family immigrated to America in 1895, going through Ellis Island. Surely y'all remember Ellis Island, right? Oh, yeah. Y'all remember Ellis Island? Check it out. That's in New York, where the Statue of Liberty at. And then on to Chicago, where they settled on near the west side. So he was on the temple. He was near the temple where Sister Whitehead Bay was at. That was called the West Side Temple. Come on, man. Y'all ready, man? Y'all ready? Y'all ain't ready. I'm trying to tell you, family, if y'all want to learn the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and learn what we must do, You better get with me, because I'm telling you, I'm going to teach it the way it was and the way it need to be. In 1917, enlisted in the U.S. Army. After the war, he organized the American Legion Black Hawk Post and was the first commander. Burke elected to the municipal court in 1922. In 1930, he was appointed to the circuit court and was permanently assigned to the Illinois Appellate Court in 1939. All right, let's go to another one. Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I wish to congratulate you on your birthday and the great work you are doing. This is Judge Francis Borelli. As you can see in this picture right here, it's kind of a little grainy, but this is Judge Borelli. This is Judge Borelli. So the point of the matter is, the brother said the prophet worked with those people to get ahead. Hey. The point of the matter is, what are we doing but standing on internet, standing on law? What I'm trying to do is show, let me stop it for a minute. What I'm trying to do is to show, that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the Moors were not what people made them out to be and continue to make them out to be. These Moors were all in the midst of the movers and shakers of their time. These Moors was in the midst of the economic movers and shakers, the political movers and shakers, the commercial movers and shakers. So the question becomes, what happened? What happened? How does we look at Moorish signs being about y'all know law, or you know anything about my birth certificate, or right to travel? How did Moorish signs go from this, what I'm showing tonight, to that madness? How did that happen? And see, the times was even worse then. The times was even worse then. How did it go from having the politicians, the judges, the lawyers, all in your corner for the greater good, to now we go look at a judge and ask him, who gave you jurisdiction? Why are you in front of the judge anyway? Why are you committing certain offenses to be in front of the judge? And that is not to talk about the ones that are falsely accused. That's when we come together as a group, as a nation, as a nationality, and stand in defense of our brothers that are falsely accused. But for those who are actually standing on foolishness and nonsense, on foolishness and nonsense, man, it's time to eradicate that. It's time to eradicate that. It's time to say, brother, y'all ain't living that. That ain't right. Matter of fact, it may be right to you, but it's not what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought to us for our salvation or our unification. That's not what the Prophet brought to us. So it's time for us to get to the real teachers of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if you're not getting to the real teachers of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, then guess what? We're not getting to the real liberation. We're not getting to the real money. So here we go. Representative George Blackwell. He actually was a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America. He actually was a member. So I'm not going to go too far into Brother George Blackwell, because we're going to do a whole show on him one day, because we're going to the level. Oscar the Priest, he was actually close to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the movement. His office was in the same building at Unity Hall. Kindly accept my hearty congratulations on your birthday. May you personally be spared for many years to come, and for the great service you are rendering to the Moorish American Temple. And there's Oscar the Priest, you see. So what I'm trying to display to you is what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali was truly about. So here we go at the first annual convention, Moors. Here we go. At the first annual convention of the Moors will be held at Unity Hall at 3140 Indiana Avenue, October 15th. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who recently returned from an inspection tour of the Moorish temples and other places, reports keen enthusiasm manifested in the coming national conclave. In addition to asking Governor Glenn Small to address the body, other prominent citizens have been invited to take part in the celebration. In addition to asking Governor Glenn Small, come on, man. Are y'all with me? We was moving and shaking, and we need to get back into it. We need to stop worrying about all this crazy filing this and filing that, and we need to get back into it. It goes on. Who will deliver the welcome address? Jesse Bingham of Bingham State Bank. The Alderman Lewis B. Anderson, who will deliver the welcome address. We got an alderman up in there. Jesse Bingham of Bingham State Bank. Oscar the Priest, candidate for Congress. So we got a bank owner. We got Oscar the Priest, candidate for Congress, who actually won the congressional campaign. We got another alderman, Alderman Robert R. Jackson, Daniel Jackson, committeeman of the 2nd Ward, and Representative George W. Blackwell. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? These Moors wasn't fighting the power. They was harnessing the power. Hold up. I don't think y'all hear me. Let me calm it down for a minute. Family. Our Moorish American kinfolk in that era of time was not fighting the power. They were not driving down the road, acting a fool, asking, show me a delegation authority. They were not getting locked up for weed charges, asking, do you have a delegation authority? Or do you have jurisdiction? They wasn't finding themselves in courts for stupid, idiotic, petty crimes and asking for a delegation of authority. They wasn't standing on foolish law, having their children taken away. And may God forgive the parent that don't understand this and had their children taken away. Maybe they will see this and understand that that's not what the Moorish Science Temple of America or the Prophet Noble Drew Ali was about or stand for. Now, you might not like me. You might not like me because you're not used to this. You're not used to this type of just basic truth. I know you're not. You want to fight the judge. You want to fight the colonizer. You want to do all that. I get it. I get it. I get it. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the example of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali so we can achieve the greatness that the Moors was achieving during his time. That's what we at the Noble Temple's going to do. So let's move on. So family, what you see right here is an article I'm about to read, right? What you see here is an article I'm about to read. It's right here. I may minimize it. So what I did was I chopped it in half because we had some people say that, he changed it. That ain't what it said. So what I did was I got it cut out. I had the full paper, but you know, if anybody want to see the full paper, we can get into that too. But this is what the article said. You know what I mean? This is what the article said. When your needs require the services of lawyers. This is this article right here. All right. Let me respond to Devin Andre Bay. What the prophet meant by that is not what the people told you, brother. What the prophet meant by that is not what the prophet, it's not what they told you. And I'm not going to let you disturb this by that pseudo talk, brother. So, brother, either you're going to be up here and learn or you're going to get up out of here. No flex or mexa, we in here. So listen, I want y'all to pay attention to this real quick. It says, when your needs require the service of lawyers, they tell you that you don't need a lawyer. They work for the barrister. When your needs require the service of lawyers and doctors. Now, in this article, The author is equating this to one and the same when you need a service. But listen to what it's saying. Listen to what it's saying. Listen closely. When your needs require the services of lawyers and doctors, think of it when you must go to the offices of the real estate agents. Y'all hear this? Why are you buying a house? This is our land. Here we go. Why you need a lawyer? They're not allowed to practice law on our land. I'm going to say it one more time. When your needs require the services of lawyers and doctors, think of it. When you go to the offices of the real estate agents, think of it. When you make up your mind to establish bank accounts, think of it. When you buy life insurance, think of it. When you have printing work to be done, think of it. When you want to buy books, magazines, newspapers, think of it. When you go to the drug, clothing, or grocery stores, think of our own manufacturers. Y'all hear this? It's saying that when you think of all the needs that you may require to having a comfortable existence, think of our own manufacturers. Y'all hear this? It's talking about every need that you can think of. You need to think of your own manufacturers to produce it. This is the words of the Moors of this day. This is how the Moors was moving. This is how the movement was moving. It said, think of our own manufacturers who employ our young men and women. When your needs require toilet preparation, if you think of all the duties constructively, no force on earth can keep you from acting constructively. Meaning that when you know that you need these things, we should be getting together to produce these things. Yet we have allowed somebody else to produce the very necessities that we depend on for us. Somebody else produces these things because we're so caught up into the foolishness. Listen to what it's saying. When this kind of economic consciousness is fully spread, our young men and women of today and tomorrow will be, what I'm missing? I'm missing something. Hold up. When this kind of economic, matter of fact, I'm gonna chop this down so we can get it real quick. When this type of economic, hold on one second. I'm about to go kick the dog. Okay, when this kind of economic, there it is. Here we go. When this kind of economic consciousness is fully spread, our young men and women of today and tomorrow will be more certainly assured of better places in American civic. That's the part that I wanted to see right there. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? That's the part I wanted to see right there. I wanted to give this one to you. When it says that. When it says that. When this kind of economic consciousness is fully, hold on one second, family. I went through all that. Well, I'm gonna bring it back for you. I'm gonna bring it back for you. I want to read it back for you. Give me a minute. It says, citizens of our group generally do not stop to realize the importance of their buying power and the influence they could wield in the building of business opportunities for the young men and women of the race to earn an honest living. There can be no consistent opposition which could seek to prevent us from building ourselves and our children sound industrial, economic, and political standing in our community. In our communities, of which we are important parts. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Sorry for I forgot to turn the sound back on. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? What is this stuff that's going on around this country? Within the Moorish Science Temples of America, within this what we call a conscious community. What is this? What is this? This is not the same thing the prophet talked about. This is nowhere near this stuff that you see on YouTube and social media, we are nowhere near to what the prophet talked about. I don't see it. I don't see it. So everybody thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up, because we want everybody to get this. We want everybody to get it. They don't have to like it. You know, they don't have to like it, but they're going to have to get it. Let me plug up my other computer real quick. They ain't got to like it, but they're going to have to get it. Period, point blank. Let me, give me 1 second. So, this is the slide that I just showed before. Give me 1 second. So, I just had to throw that picture in there. That's the mayor of Baltimore City right there that I posted today. Now, before she became the mayor of Baltimore City, I looked her in the face. I seen her for a whole week. And I looked her in the face and I said, she was a senator then, and I said, Senator, Miss Pugh, I said, the Moors will be behind you on this one. I said, you will be in the mayor's office. I said, when you do, I said, and when you do get there, I said, I'm coming to get some support for this temple that I'm going to be building. So, and get some support for the Moors. So, family, she's in office and we are ready to build. We are ready to build. Here's another brother, Antonio Hayes, was running for Senate. I told him the same exact thing. I told him the same exact thing, that we are going to be building. And when you get there, because you're going to be there, and you're going to be there for a minute. I mean, we're going to need this help as Moorish Americans. We got you, but you're going to have us. That's me with the Senator Antonio Hayes. That's right. So why am I doing that? For this is what the prophet did. The prophet, these are Moorish gods, ads whom the prophet promoted and pushed. Elect Charles Udell Turpin, alderman of the 5th Ward, for the greater and better representation. This is what the prophet did. This is what the prophet did. Why wouldn't I do what the prophet did? Vote for George W. Prince, alderman of the 4th Ward. Why wouldn't I do what the prophet did? You know what I mean? It only makes sense. It only makes sense. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second. Islam, Hanu, what's up, brother? Hey, brother, hold up 1 second, brother. I got to let you know something now. You with me? Are you with me? I'm with you. All right, brother. Now listen, I'm live on my Moorish World TV show. No. Hold up, brother. I want you to say something to the people, brother. What's going on with you, brother? Talk to the people, brother. Let the people know who you are, what you represent, and who you represent, and where they can find you online, brother. Come on, brother. Talk to the people. We got almost 100 people in the chat. Tell the people who you are, brother. This is Brother Hanoun from Annapolis, Maryland, Heliopolis. It's time to heal this nation. You know, from the outside in and inside out, from proton, electron, protons, back to electron, proton, electrons. You know what I'm saying? Indeed. So we're dealing with the skeleton technology right now, dealing with the access to the matrix on how to implant the subliminal messages like they use against us with these commercials that
selling these products that's not for us.
Hey, brother, let me tell you something, brother. I can tell that you hang around Capadonna because I ain't understand a word you just said. I just, you know, Capadonna. Hey, brother, tell the people who you represent, brother, the Woo. Tell the people where they can find y'all material at, brother. Talk to me.
Listen. GLF Entertainment, Capadonna Music. You know what I mean? Wu-Tang Clan. The whole 9 yards. We be in DC November 1st, man. That's why I'm getting it's a newborn degree right here.
Hey.
It's a newborn degree right here. Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I'm saying? We're on the 25th anniversary. So, you know, watch out for that documentary coming out and all of that good stuff, and get that ear candy, you know what I mean?
Hey, so brother.
The website is glfentertainment.com.
That's right. That's right. So what I'm saying is, right, is your brother is going to be in DC with the Woo. What you gonna do for me, High Noon?
We gonna be in the Woo. That's why I'm giving you a shout out, man. Bring your camera crew, you know what I'm saying? You make your way up there. I get you in the door.
Let's go.
You know how I go.
Let's get it. Look, I gotta finish this show. When I finish, I'm gonna call you back so we can arrange and set up to make this move, so we can roll up on you, God, the RZA, Inspector Deck, and R.I.P. to the Old Dirty. You feel me?
That's what's up, bro. I'll be here.
All right, I'm gonna hit you when I'm done. Peace and love. So anyway, family, listen, we're making moves all around. You know what I mean? I'm going to be interviewing the Woo. I'm trying to get the Woo support for this Moorish village. If you want to support the Moorish village, you can always PayPal me. Family, we're making moves. We're making moves politically. Man, the noble temples. See, I move as the Moorish Science Temple of America Noble Temple. Shout out to the Assistant Grand Sheikh, Brother Akhenaten Salam Bey. Shout out to all the ministers, all of the support, the staff, and everything. Family, we moving on another level. Shout out to S. Marshall L. You know, the minister down there on the bottom of the map in the South. But anyway, let's get back to it. What I'm telling you, family, this is not a game. This is not a game. I'm trying to demonstrate exactly what the prophet did. We're trying to get in every aspect of society. And we want to let people know that the Moors are here. The ones that was with the prophet are here, along with those who wasn't with the prophet. But we know who you are today. We know who you are. We know who you are. See, the prophet was the living sacrifice. And so everything that he went through, he gave us the blueprint to know what to do and what to look out for. So you ain't fooling nobody. See, when you follow the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, you have to follow the detail. You know what I mean? You have to follow the detail. Because the detail will not only show you which way to go, it'll show you those who was against the prophet at that time. He was the living sacrifice. He was the Jesus of our time. The same ones that Jesus knew was against him, the prophet knew that they was against him. And those that was with the prophet then are with him now. And those who not, they're not with him now. We see you. We see you. Why do we see you? Because we have the example. The prophet was the example. He allowed these perpetrators to do what they did so we in this generation would know what to look for. He allowed all of this to happen. Let me give you an example. The prophet said, prophet is sending out a divine warning. Why do you give out a divine warning if something is not imminent coming against you? Why? Why? You give out a divine warning because you already know what's to come. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, if you lose confidence in the prophet, cease wearing your turban affairs and return back to the state where I, the prophet, found you. What does that mean? There was some that was losing confidence in the prophet. And we know who they were, so we know what to look for. We know what to look for now. So let's go on to the next page. Now, shout out to the Wu-Tang. Shout out to my brother High Noon. Brother Capadonna, always giving some love to the family. Capadonna always giving love to the family. So hold on. Let me get this real quick. Hold on 1 second. I'm about to get you back in. Let me pull you back in. My brother had to call. I had to put him online. I hope y'all go to Good Entertainment. I didn't forgot what the GE. I'm gonna find out what it is. I'm gonna take y'all to it in a minute. Give me a minute. That's right. I had to change my thought. He got me all pumped up because I always miss his call. I mean, I'm always doing something. But anyway, so the prophet promoted. The prophet promoted civics of this nature. So when somebody say I'm standing on civics or you don't know civics, no, we don't know the civics you talking about. We know Prophet Noble Drew Ali's civics. He promoted civics of this nature. And that's what we do at the virtual Moorish Science Temple of America. That's what we do at the Noble Temples. We promote this civics. We promote these endeavors. That's what we do. That's exactly what we do. So, when you look at some of the things that the Moors was doing during that time, you can't forget the entertainment. You can't forget the entertainment. You know what I mean? So when you look at the entertainment, it says Temple number 17, which Sister Asap Bey is chairman, in conjunction with the Young People Moorish League, gave a very splendid January 17 at the national headquarters, 3140 Indiana Avenue. In honor of the Prophet's birthday, the proceeds of the affair was given Prophet Noble Drew Ali in appreciation of the great work which has been done by him among the Moors here in Chicago. Sister Asap Bey made the presentation. One of the outstanding features of the program was a duet by Pearl Drew Ali, president of the Young People's Moorish League. There go that Young People Moorish League again. I mean, there you go again. Boom. The Young People's Moorish League, and Miss J. Richardson Bey, Secretary Treasurer. Temple number 17 is only 5 months old. Check out this, family. Temple number 17 is only 5 months old. And it's making rapid strides, and it's credited with a membership of 75. Family, we can't get a membership of 5 in 6 months. It is credited with a membership of 75. And the reason why we can't, because we're not producing what the Prophet produced. But this is what we're working for. When I say we, I'm talking about us as a collective. You know, all of these Moorish Science Temple of Americas out here, they was rocking within 6 months, and look at the success in which they have harnessed. They have harnessed the success within 6 months of 75 people, and conducts one of the first Sunday schools. Y'all follow me? One of the first Sunday school ever organized in the faith. Likewise, the Young People's Moorish League is growing by leaps and bounds, with its membership ever increasing. Both organizations as a whole seem to have caught the real spirit of the whole movement, and every member is doing the utmost to carry out the edicts laid down by the Prophet. Now stop for a minute. This article says that, and here's the paper here. This article says that both organizations, talking about the Moorish Science Temple of America and the Moorish League, the Young People's Moorish League, has caught the real spirit of the whole movement. What is the real spirit of the whole movement? What is the real spirit of the whole movement? Huh? The real spirit of the whole movement was economic empowerment, spiritual empowerment. You feel me? The unity factor. Both organizations as a whole seem to have caught the real spirit of the whole movement, and every member is doing his utmost to carry out the edicts as laid down by the Prophet. Before the adjournment, Prophet Noble Drew Ali made a short talk in which he praised all Moors for their loyalty and their ability to carry out. And I can't work out the last one, but when we look at edicts, both organizations as a whole seem to have caught the real spirit of the whole movement. The real spirit of the whole movement. What is the real spirit? An official order and proclamation issued by the person of authority. What is the real spirit of the movement? Economics, social upheaval, spiritual enlightenment, nationhood. Nationhood, by the way, producing like other nations produce, not asking nobody for anything. We have in this article here, our boys in Southside Boys Club Foundation. Listen to this. This is an article. All men were once boys, even the greatest among them. Most of them came from poor and obscure parentage. None had the opportunity which the present affords. Some, however, were carefully brought up under wholesome training, surrounded by agencies for good, made names for themselves, their race and country in the written record of achievement. But what about our boys of the streets? Isn't this where we at today? But what about our boys in the street? What about our boys who have no parents? What about our boys who are real victims of wrecked home? This is what Moorish Science Temple of America is about. What agencies are working for their betterment, trying to help them to grow into useful manhood and trying to make their underprivileged lives more cheerful? These are the problems which are being solved at the Southside Boys Club Foundation, 3947 Michigan Avenue, under the leadership of Superintendent B.B. Church, with the faithful assistance of Colonel Hurley Wesley. The spirit and effort shown by the benevolent philanthropists who established this valuable institution should be met with hearty cooperation of parents, religious organizations. Man, look, they putting this ad out here. They putting this ad out here, and they listen what this ad says, or this editorial says. The spirit, remember, the editors of the hold up. Maybe y'all don't know who the editors of the Moorish Guide is. Let me show y'all. Can y'all see right there? Prophet Noble Drew Ali, owner and publisher, Claude Green, manager, editor, Richard H. Maybe, no, y'all don't see it. Let me blow it up just a little more. Y'all see that right in the right-hand corner, right there. Pearl Drew Ali, treasurer. Richard H. Ross Bay, editor. Claude D. Green, managing editor. Owner and publisher, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Let's go back to what they was talking about. Because y'all think it's a game. Y'all want to shuffle paperwork. That's what y'all want to do. When we created the paper, that's what y'all want to do. We're trying to build a nation here. And these are the elements. Working with every facet, working with every group, and making sure that our group is being successful. Anyway, the spirit and the effort shown by the benevolent philanthropists who established this valuable institution should be met with a hearty cooperation of parents, religious organization, club workers, civic organization, and wealthy individuals of our group. Up to the present time, individuals and organizations alike of our group, the most part, have said something. So here we go. So now we are coming to the end of this real quick. I got quite a few slides. So as we come to the end, family, I want y'all to remember that when I was talking to Brother Taj, and I mentioned about the part and parcel demonstration, right? And the brothers came back and said, well, you know what? Many people still saying this to me after I showed the evidence that there's never was parcel in the document. You know what I mean? There never was. You follow me? And because there was never was parcel in the document, it makes people want to try to inject it in there. But let me show you something that I found in my studies. I'm going to show you what I found in my studies. Because I don't understand why people want to even, the only thing that brothers can say is, oh, he altered the document. Oh, he altered the document. So what I did today, in closing, this is the original document. Now I'm going to show this. If y'all seen the last show where I talked about it, y'all seen the last show where I talked about it. This is the original document right there that I showed that it wasn't no parcel or in there. Never was. Never would be. I showed the additional laws that there wasn't no parcel in there either. You see. So I went to the upgraded version. You know what I mean? I went to the upgraded version of the Divine Constitution and bylaws that once it was changed into a new design, you follow me? The Prophet Noble Drew Ali never changed the words. Only 2 words the Prophet ever changed in these documents. Only 2 words he ever changed in these words, in these documents. And those words he changed was, well, not 2 words, a sentence, if you will, was the Moorish Holy Temple of Science. So here you go with a Moorish Holy Temple of Science upgraded version of the Divine Constitution and bylaws. This is the upgraded version. And as you can see, I clipped it so you can see that there is no parcel of this said government. You know, there is none. If you look up there, with us all members must proclaim their nationality. We're teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are part and partial. You follow me? That they are part and partial. You got me? No change. I didn't touch this. You know what I mean? So now check this out. I showed both documents. You see? So this is Act 4, partial. Partial in this said government. You see, I didn't change anything. The brothers got so lost because they want to believe what they want to believe. I showed the additional laws, the original. They want to believe what they want to believe. And here is the original right there again. Right? No parcel. But now let me show you an article. This is another article out of the Moorish Guide. So there'll be no confusion as if we don't know what parcel is. There will be no confusion. Listen to this. We can elect 1 congressman. In the course of national events, now comes the time for the election of a congressman from the 1st congressional district. Never before in the history of the nation has so much attention been focused on so small a parcel of this country. So let's not act like we don't know what parcel is, because we find that the Moors are using the term parcel. Come on, family. This is clear. The Prophet knew what he meant when he used the term partial, because clearly he's the editor of this paper and he uses the term parcel. So clearly, never before in this country, never before in the history of the nation has so much attention been focused on a so small parcel of this country. Special interest is being taken because this district is controlled by people who have been denied representation in all the halls of Congress for nearly 30 years. There will be opposition coming from without within the ranks of this people. No one doubts that the regular organization, which, listen to this, Prophet Noble Drew Ali saying that there has been no representation here in 30 years. There has been no representation here in 30 years. That means we are fighting for our representation. The gold and silver are for the people alone, are for the citizens alone. The commerce are for the citizens alone. What are we fighting for today? What are we fighting for today? Because clearly this shows that we know what parcel means. We know what that means because they're using it in this paper right here. Look at the paper. I didn't make this up. Right over top of the assistant grand sheik, the voice of the prophet. I didn't make this up. Why don't you know this? Why no other leaders give this to you? Why are we fighting each other about a simple, common sense approach? There will be opposition coming from without and within the ranks of this people. Yeah. So, family, that ain't gonna save you. That's not gonna save you. That's not gonna save you. That's not gonna save you. And definitely, they not gonna save you. Man, we need the lessons about Prophet Noble Drew Ali, man. That's what we need. Brothers and sisters, thank you for joining me. But I'm telling you right now, if you have any questions, I'm an open book. You can email me anytime. Those who have been taught wrong, you don't have to like me, but prove me wrong. That's all you got to do. You don't have to like me, but prove me wrong. Prove what I'm teaching is not what the prophet taught. That's all you got to do. And guess what? I will go on my merry little way. If you can prove to me that what you teaching, those who are in opposition to what I'm teaching, that are what you're teaching about black laws, about standing on law, about jurisdiction, about all of these things, if you can prove to me and give me examples like I just gave you about what I stand on, I'll go on my way. I'll go on my merry little way. But the problem is you can't prove that. You have no examples. I just gave over almost 30 slides of examples of what I teach. Everything that I teach was in those examples. We need boys and girls clubs. We need trade schools. Y'all know we need that. But we need to do this with under the umbrella of the Moorish Science Temple of America and under the national ideal of the Moorish American nationality. It's just what it is. And until a Moorish American come forward, such as we are within the noble temples, and initiate this progress, this process, then we as a people are not going to go anywhere, because this is the sole foundation for the redemption of our people. This is the sole foundation, meaning that if you do not use these elements, you will not be redeemed. You will not be liberated. You can be like some groups and take elements and liberate yourself in part. You can be like some groups and take pieces and liberate yourself in pieces. But if you want to be liberated as a group of people, we got to take the whole thing. We got to take the whole thing. We got to take nationality. We got to take economics. We got to take political. We got to take social. We got to take every other aspect of human endeavor and must harness it and ride off in the sunset. Because that's what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali taught. That's what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali taught. And I'm open book. I will sit down with any Supreme Grand Sheik, any Grand Sheik, any person that called himself a Moorish American National, Moorish National, and we can trade information, because I'm just getting started. Pretty soon, I am going to do a pay-per-view live stream. Yes, because we're going to take this finance and build this nation. I'm going to do a pay-per-view live stream probably in a couple weeks. And I'm going to reveal some information that I know nobody have ever seen before. as it relates to the Moorish Science Temple of America and what we should be doing. I'm going to give it uncut raw. Going to give it uncut raw. But like I said, it takes finance to uplift a nation. As you say, as you see, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali says that to join the Moorish the Youth People League, whatever it was, to join that, it ain't a fee right now, but there will be. So even with this information, in order for us to build this Moorish Science Temple of America, i.e. this Moorish nation, we need to get some finance right. And that's what we're going to do. And so if people are interested in seeing the research that I have discovered, that I have uncovered, then you're welcome to come into the live stream, the pay-per-view live stream, and get some information that you've never seen before. You're welcome to come in. You know, if you are part of the Noble Temples, then you already know you see it for free. You get it for free. And after the people get it, because I'm going to put it together so nice, after the people get it, I'm going to put it in book form so people can study it. The Moorish American Nationals asked me, well, brother, where is your book? I got a book coming for you. You ain't going to like it, because this is something that you can't dispute. I'm not doing no interpreting. Not interpreting nothing. All I'm going to do is take the articles. I'm going to put them there. That's going to be the first thing. I'm going to smash all the myths. I'm going to smash all the myths. The pay-per-view will be $8. $8. And we're going to smash all the myths. We're going to smash all the myths. And those who pay for the pay-per-view, I will give them a digital copy of the documents that I use in the presentation. I will give them a digital copy of all of the documentation that I use. Some of the stuff tonight will be in there, and some of the stuff that you haven't seen yet will be there. That's right. That's right. $8. We are going to build this Moorish world brick by brick. It's going to take us to build it. You know what I mean? That's right. Brick by brick. Shout out to everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully y'all will share this, and so our people can learn what it is to be a Moorish American. As I said, this is a presentation of Prophet Noble Drew Ali Unleashed. I'm pretty sure that I've sold some documentation that you've never seen before, and I got some more that will be coming soon. Stand by, and the next time I do it, I will be telling a story with the pay-per-view, and it will be at least 3 hours long, because this is the type of research that I've dug up. And this is the type of time it's going to take to give it to you. Most likely I won't be yelling, because I'm trying to calm down. You know what I mean? So most likely I won't be yelling. I'm going to be saying in a way that everybody will be able to get it. And this is going to be about 2 weeks. So pay attention to the show. Pay attention to the presentation that I give so I can drop the date. Also, again, if you're interested in this shirt right here, this is not one of mine, but it's just as good, because I like to stand on the 5. This is from my brother, Turtle Gang NYC. And if you want to purchase one, go to the bottom of the screen, click the link, and go to the Turtle Gang store and get yourself one. I'm going to be rocking this one. He should have got me about 5 or 6 of them. Nah, Turtle Gang. You should have got me about 10 of them. Because I'm telling you, this here is my sweat. And then it fit the guns right. You know what I mean? It fit look at that. It fit. It's love, family. I appreciate y'all too. Shout out to Sister Torches Babe. My brother the guy, Pete, family. They fit the guns right. You know what I mean? One of root words. One of them trying. A root word. I'm trying to tell you root words. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Hey, root word, man. Man, come on, man. Root word. Tell them, hey, man, this thing for real. Man, this thing for real. It's for real, man. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, boy. Woo! Woo! I'm a Floyd Mayweather around here. Yes, sir. Hey, this some real stuff here, man. This some real stuff, man. That's right. Islam. Still Turtle Gang is in the building. That's my brother. Shout out to him and his wife. We had a productive meeting today. We got some stuff coming to y'all. I'm telling you, it's going to be something of another world, but of this world. And it's going to be on the educational aspect of the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Beyond your imagination. Beyond your imagination. Like what I can do here within an hour and a half, imagine what I can do on the big screen. That's all I'm going to say about that. Imagine what I can do on the big screen. Yeah. Oh, they say, well, where you get the fans, GS? But let me tell you something. I got this from my good brother from Temple number 11. You know what I mean? But they all out, brother. They all out. I think they all out. I'll give you the plug. I give you the plug. But I'm gonna be the plug soon because we working together. Shout out to Woodsell and those industrious brothers over there at Temple number 11. Peace and love, family. I'm up out of here. I'm glad y'all stayed all the way to the end. And go back and watch it. If you got a screenshot camera, go ahead and screenshot some of those clips or some of those documents that I showed. Take them back and study them. And if you can, ask your Grand Sheik when we gonna do this. Just saying. When we are going to push a candidate. Just saying. When we are going to make friends with candidates by the way of our numbers. Not just make friends so we can go and talk some stuff. But no, we got some numbers and we got something that can help you, but we need you to help us. When we going to do that? Go and ask them that. You know what I mean? Islam. Let me see. Who else in there? I got to go, family. I got to go, family. I got things to do. Hey, family, I love y'all. I'll be back soon. I don't know how soon. Probably Thursday. No, Thursday I got to add that meeting. So maybe Saturday or Sunday. I might just pop in midday Thursday. Because I got some more information I want to give to y'all. And if y'all working sisters at the office, you can go in and check me out while you're at the office. And coming soon, I got the Tahaka Bay Live podcast. This Tahaka Bay Live podcast, we are going to be touching on subjects such as Queen Latifah. You know, him and her mate is about to have a baby. How do Moors feel about this? So we're going to have a podcast talking about the things of this world. How do the Moors feel about young buck being accused of this relationship dealing with I don't know, one of them peoples. How do the Moors deal with this world that we live in? What is our approach? What is our understanding? Some of these things need to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? What is our understanding? The next show that'll be up is, and I'll give you a heads up, the next show that's going to be up is Invasion of the Europeans in the Moorish Science Temple of America. We have a lot of Europeans running around with Bays and L's on their name right now on social media. And we're going to address that too, you know. But we're going to address that here on Moorish World TV. The other topics that I want to address from a Moorish perspective will be on the podcast, the Tahaka Bay Live podcast. And that will be on the Tahaka Bay channel. However, it will be a podcast. And I'm telling you, y'all going to be surprised how I show how our perception of life from a Moorish perspective will really go through each fabric of human thought as it relates to moral standards and principles on a higher level. With that, I say peace and love. Stay tuned for the podcast becoming soon. That'll be in January. And stay tuned for all upcoming events. Get yourself a shirt. Turtle Gang, NYC. Still Turtle Gang in the building. We standing on the 5. Peace and love, family.